titled The Art of Loving Wisely Relationship. Facilitator. Welcome, everyone. Today isn't about finding love, but about building the wisdom to nurture it. The art of loving wisely is a practice's set of principles to help us build relationships that are not just passionate, but peaceful, not just exciting, but enduring. We'll move through 4 core arts. Please have a journal ready. If you're here with a partner, you may share, but the primary focus is on your own reflection. Part 1. The art of self-awareness. Soft, reflective music can play in the background. Facilitator. You cannot offer a map to someone else if you are lost in your own terrain. Loving wisely begins not with we, but with I. Exercise 1. The inner landscape. Close your eyes. Take 3 deep breaths. Prompt 1. Recall a moment in a past or a current relationship where you felt deeply hurt or angry. Don't dwell on the story, but on the feeling. Where do you feel it in your body? What is its shape, its color? Prompt those now. Recall a moment where you felt profoundly loved, safe, and seen. Anchor into that sensation. Where is it in your body? Open your eyes. In your journal, complete this sentence. In relationships, my deepest need is actually to feel _. For example, safe, valued, free, chosen. Wisdom principle. You attract not what you want, but who you are and who you are healing. Knowing your wounds and your needs is the first step toward conscious love. Part 2. The art of seeing and being seen. Facilitator. Love is not about creating a fantasy. It is about witnessing a reality, the beautiful and the broken in another, and offering the same in return. Exercise 2. The clear mirror. Think of someone you love, partner, friend, family. In your journal, draw 2 columns. Column A. The projection. List 3 things you need them to be, for you, for example. My constant supporter, the fun one, the rock. Column B. The person. List 3 things that are authentically true about them, independent of your needs, for example. They're deeply curious about birds. They get quiet when stressed. They have a silly laugh that surprises even them. Reflect. Where do you confuse column A for column B? How can you practice seeing them more clearly? Wisdom principle. True intimacy is the courage to abandon the projection and cherish the person. See them in their own light, not just in the shadow you cast. Part 3. The art of communicating borders. Facilitator. A wise relationship is not 2 people merging into one. It is 2 sovereign nations with a beautiful, well-marked, and well-crossed border. Exercise 3. Mapping your borders. Draw a circle. This is you. Inside, write 3 to 5 non-negotiable values, for example, honesty, solitude, family time. Around the circle, draw a boundary line. Outside it, write your porous borders things you are willing to negotiate, adapt, or share, for example, weekend plans, music tastes, certain chores. Finally, list 2 gentle but firm ways you can communicate a breached border. For example, when X happens, I feel Y I need Z, instead of you always ... Wisdom principle. No is a complete sentence that makes yes infinitely more meaningful. Clear boundaries are not walls. They are the gates through which genuine love can freely flow. Part 4. The art of choosing daily. Facilitator. Romance is an event. Love is a practice. The grand happily ever after is built or eroded by 1,000 tiny, daily choices. Exercise 4. The micro-choices. List 3 micro-choices you can make this week that align with loving wisely. For yourself, for example, I will pause for 5 minutes before reacting in anger. For the relationship, for example, I will ask one curious question about their day and just listen. For the future, for example, I will schedule a 30-minute check-in to share appreciations. Wisdom, principle, love is a verb. It is less about how you feel and more about what you do, consistently. When the feeling is quiet, the most profound love is built in the ordinary moments. Closing integration. Facilitator. The art of loving wisely is not a destination. It is a lifelong apprenticeship to the heart. You will forget. You will react. You will fall into old patterns. The art is in the gentle return to self-awareness, to clear seeing, to respectful borders, and to the next right choice. Take a final moment. Place a hand on your heart. Make a silent commitment to one small act of wisdom in your love this week. Thank you for your courage and presence. Go gently. Optional partner dialogue guide. For couples to use after the individual reflection. 1. Share from self-awareness. One thing I discovered about my own need is 2. Practice seeing. One thing I truly see and appreciate about you, just as you are, is 3. Respect borders. One way I can better respect your boundary around. 4. Make a choice. One small thing I'd love for us to try together this week is, remember, the goal is understanding, not agreement. Listen to learn, not to reply.